So tonight our fire drill is all about follow-up. It's all about follow-up. It's all about follow-up. And so I want to thank Sonny for sending me this amazing image. And I will post this in Voxer. And again, many of you have seen this before about statistics with in regards to follow-up sales statistics. It says 48% of people never follow up with a prospect. Some of you probably say, yep, I'm in that 48%. I never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% only make 3 contacts and stop, but only 10% will make more than 3 contacts. Only 10% will make more than 3 contacts. How many of you will be honest, like I will be honest with myself and say, I have not done my at least 3. I stop at 2. You know, she didn't sound like she wanted to talk to me the last time when she was busy. We get all emotionally attached to it and we don't go further. All right, but let's continue with the stats. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 2%. So that means if you want to have a $100 day, you got a chance of making $2. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact, while 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. Get this. This is the magic. 80% of sales are made on the 5th through 12th contact. I'm going to say that again. 80% of sales are made on the 5th through 12th contact. Let that sink in. Some of y'all know y'all ain't made it. Y'all ain't made it to 5. Y'all ain't made it to 1. Let's be honest, right? Do you have it in you 5 through 12 contacts? Now, here's the good news. This is what I need you to know. All contacts are not a phone call and a text. Sometimes you're going to see her at church. Hey, girl, right? Sometimes you're going to see her at sorority meeting. Sometimes she's having a facial. She placed a reorder, right? So these contacts are not just you. I got to call her 12 times. Oh, my goodness. That sounds like a lot of work. It's contacts. Not always I'm calling her to get her to do something. Does that make sense to everybody? Sometimes it's a love note. I got over here. Let me just walk away for a minute. Let me just walk away. These are all the love notes going in the mail tomorrow. I'm the queen of writing love notes. Your cat died, I'm going to send you a card. That's a contact. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a happy birthday text. Hey, I saw on Facebook you having surgery. So don't think of it all as I got to 12 times. I might know it's contacts, relationship. Okay. So I want to free some people tonight. Sonny and I talk a lot, and we talk a lot about how we can best support your goals. We really want you all having your personal breakthrough. And I got about 10 minutes, 12 minutes of content. So stay right here with me. And I need you to take notes on this as we wrap up this meeting tonight. Here's what I got. I'm going to set some people free. You know, I realized, Sonny, I didn't share this with you, but I got this download today. We say a lot of times, like, what are you afraid of? Like, don't be afraid. You too afraid to follow up. I don't think y'all afraid. I don't think you're afraid to follow up. You know what I think you are? I think you're fatigued. I think you're tired. I think now I'm just maybe I'm talking about me. I think sometimes I don't follow up because I'm so tired. I don't really want to hear anything but a yes, and here's my credit card number. Anybody with me? Benita, I just think we fatigued. I think we don't follow up because there's a chance not of her saying no, but there's a chance of the energy that I don't, it's too unpredictable. I think we don't follow up because we're protecting ourselves. Am I the only one? It might be rejection. It might be drama. It might be she want to talk about other stuff. She want to gossip. You know how blah, 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 blah. I think we don't follow up because we're protecting ourselves. Energy, mindset, capacity. Am I the only one? Will somebody raise their hand so I don't feel alone? I'm not afraid. Ain't nothing you can do to me over the phone. Can't hurt me. But girl, I just don't know if I got it in me to have to talk to you right now because I don't know what you gonna say. Y'all know what happens, especially with women? And some of this might be you. This might be you. And if it's you, I want you to kind of give yourself a little check right now. Okay? You get on the phone with people and you just feel so moved to tell them about all the bad things in your life. You just can't wait. Girl, I got a lot going on. It's so much happening. Everybody in the hospital, 12 people done died. Every animal sick. It's snowing. It's hot. It's cold. Like it's just something in us. Am I right? I mean, I'm not trying, like, we just gotta tell people the worst. And I know sometimes I don't call people because I don't have the capacity for the worst of your life right now. I'm trying to deal with my own stuff. Can I get an amen in the chat? So I think this is what the Holy Spirit gave me. I think we don't follow up because we're protecting ourselves. We're tired. We're mentally exhausted with our own life. Girl, I can't handle yours right now. So this is what I got. This is my download. We got to acknowledge it, write this down, address it, and adjust. First thing we got to do is we just got to acknowledge it. I'm not following up because I didn't dealt with a bunch of drama today. Y'all, my son called me. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. My son, y'all, my son never asked for anything. My son is very successful. He has a great job. He don't need money. He was calling me trying to get me to Apple Pay him almost $800 because ComEd was gonna turn off his electric bill. I said, son, what? And he telling me, and mama, he texted me because he on the phone with them. They won't let him off the phone. I said, son, this don't sound right. This don't, ComEd don't want to Apple Pay. My son's 25. He real smart. Son, this don't sound right. Well, mama, they said they got a meter number. They got this and that. They've been sending me. Son, this don't sound. Son, call me. They wouldn't let the boy off the phone. I said, call me. I will send you money if you need money, which he don't. But they wanted Apple Pay and he don't have Apple Pay. I said, son, y'all know these people's trying to scam my son today? You know, y'all know that took up 2 hours of his day and a whole lot. I mean, I was exhausted because I knew it was a scam. We got the text thread. He called me back and, Mom, you were right. Son, listen to your mama. All I can think is do not give these people this money. They had my baby spiraling. My son don't get behind on bills. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But it was a scam. I'm saying that to say, after that happened, I ain't gonna talk to nobody. I was pooped. Ain't nothing to do with Mary Kay and my goals. Y'all feel me? So first we got to acknowledge it. What is the thing? What is it? What is it? Okay, the reality is I'm tired. The reality is I'm at capacity. I'm out of 100, I'm at a 30%. So then because we acknowledge it, now we got to address it. So now when we address it, we go, okay, what are our tools in our tool belt? Right? And everybody needs tools. I gave y'all one of my favorite songs today, right? I got a couple others. Y'all know I got songs. Sonny know I got songs, podcasts, books, YouTubes. I got a deep arsenal to get me back right. So you're going to address it. You're going to look that thing in the eye and say, I am a CEO. I am a professional woman. I know that there's fortune in the follow-up. Lady B gave us last week. Follow-up is my friend. You're going to address that thing. Speak to that mountain, right? And then you're going to adjust. Adjust means then you're going to move differently. But what we can't do, okay, let me repeat, acknowledge, address, and adjust. But what we can't do is ignore. I'm not doing that today. Because follow-up, y'all, must be tight. Whenever someone experiences the follow-up, the product, or here's the opportunity, I need you to know you have 48 hours. Everybody write that down. You got 48 hours. After 48 hours, whatever good feelings she had about Mary Kay, she don't have them no more. That's like when you left Chicago Rama. If Tracy didn't go home and talk to her husband that night and say, well, I'm going to wait till Tuesday when he relaxed, she wouldn't have had that feeling. The energy ain't the same. So when you present a miracle set, a skincare, an opportunity for a hostess to get free product, the Mary Kay opportunity, if you don't close, you have 48 hours to follow up. After 48 hours, it's a done deal. You got to start all over. So this is why having these stats are so incredibly important. And the fortune is in the tight follow-up. So some of you know my story. I met Sally on a Thursday. The next Friday, 8 days later, I joined Mary Kay. From Thursday, when I talked to her on the phone Tuesday. I met her in person Thursday. The following Friday, I joined. From the Thursday, I went to her house to physically meet her, to the next Friday, there were 6 contacts. I saw her that Thursday, that Monday, and that Friday. And the days I didn't see her, I was talking to her. That's tight follow-up. That's how you get a Kiana McKinney Hollins. That's how you recruit $1 million director. because I'm a fast mover. Y'all know my favorite word is what? Done. So you stretch this thing out too long. But if I did make a decision in that one follow that one contact, she booked the next one, right? It's like dating. Right, Sonny? It's like dating. Hey, book them. You better book them. You better keep them tight. Okay. So let's talk about what follow up looks like. First of all, let me tell you what follow up is not. I'm going to give you a tool, and many of you love tools, but I want to tell you something about this tool. You're going to have to print it out. Okay, you're going to have to print this tool out and you're going to put it in a binder. And I pray that you create you a Mary Kay binder. And I know we do a lot with technology and we got stuff in our phone. But if old school, Sonny, Bonita, Beverly, we had binders. We had a 3-hole punch binder with tools, resources, handouts, because that's how you're going to study it. If it's trapped in your phone, yep, we still got them. If it's trapped in your phone, you're not going to study it the same. Y'all remember the old school trapper keepers? You don't send your kids to school with a phone. You send them with folders and notebooks and binders. Am I right about it? Because that's how you can study content. So I'm going to give you this content. I'm going to give you this document. It's 8 pages, but you got to print it out. Now, you ain't got to print or find a friend, send it to the FedEx store, do what you got to do, but you got to print it out and study it. Now, what I need you to know as I share this with you, I'm going to share with you some follow-up questions. And these are mostly for the opportunity. But I want to talk with you about the product as well, because the skill is the skill is the skill. Everybody understand that? When you are following up, I believe in asking questions. Carmisha had me on the phone with Kaya yesterday, and she's like, Kiana, I want you to tell her da 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 da. And what did I start with? Asking questions. Asking questions is the best way to start a follow-up because it disarms the person on the other end. Okay, but it's critical that you ask questions that feel like a conversation and not an interrogation. Write that down. It must be a conversation and not an interrogation, because I'm going to give you a list of questions. And if you just go rapid fire with these questions, you might as well have her closed up at the police station, you know, in her face. Okay, that makes people feel nervous, y'all. Their nervous system responds when people become nervous. And they become protective and they shut down. So whatever you're trying to invite them to do, they don't hear you no more, right? And y'all, you've all had experiences with that, where you walk into something that people start asking you questions and you start becoming protective. Ooh, whoa, what's going on? Why you need to know that? Whoa, right? So it's important that you have tone, pace, rhythm to your communication. I naturally talk fast. I do everything.
Interrogation.
Yes, interrogation. We hear you, conversation. That's right. Conversation, not interrogation. That's right. But I naturally talk fast. I do everything fast. So when I'm following up, it's important that I've had to learn to slow myself down so I can connect. Does everybody understand that? Likewise, some of you need to speed your voice up. You sound tired. You don't sound excited. You probably are. But it's people are gonna, especially over the phone, all they have is tonality and rhythm. They don't see the big smile on your face. They can hear it, but it's gonna be in the rhythm of your voice. So you're gonna practice that. When you're following up on the product, I made a follow-up call today. I got a new client on Clinical Solutions. She just started her retinization program. She's in Arizona, so I wanted to give her a couple of weeks to try it. So these are the questions you can ask when following up on skincare. How are you enjoying your skincare system? How are you enjoying your clinical solutions? How are you enjoying? Is your face loving? Okay. So I would say, Mandy, is your face loving your new miracle set? You see how the tone? Not, is your face loving your skincare? Not the same question, wrong tone, right? I like to say, hey, Patricia, I just want to check in on you. Just want to make sure you're staying cute over there. Light, energy, happy. They just be so happy when I'm happy. People mirror your energy, right? Here's what I see a lot of people do. This is what you don't want to do. Hey, Bonita, I just want to see if your skincare was working. Y'all, you never give people you don't open the door for negative response. You always set up for the positive response. If it's not working, she gonna tell you. Don't ask for it. I want to check in. I know you started Clinical Solutions. I just want to see if your face was reacting. I want to see if your skin was burning. Are y'all for real? Or are there any problems? We can say that real. I just want to see if there was any problems with your order. Why are you asking for problems? This is things we do subconsciously, right? I just want to see if there was a. I don't ask for problems. If there's a problem, she gonna tell me. I have it. Y'all can see it in my text. I had two people, their orders were delivered yesterday. Hey, I just want to check in. My records show your order was delivered yesterday. I wanted to see if I wanted to make sure you were happy with what you selected. That's a way of saying, is everything okay? Did you get are you happy with what you select? I ain't do nothing but ship it. Okay. So make sure you are asking questions that create happy responses. Okay. So very similarly, after someone, I'm gonna give you this packet, and it says on it, y'all. It says on it. Let me stop this for a moment. It says how to follow up like a CEO. And this is following up anybody that watched our skincare video, anybody that comes to National Katrina's pop-up party, anybody that comes to our Monday pop-up party, anybody that watched. I did the pink opportunity event. I sent y'all all these YouTubes. Y'all got access to the best of me. I was telling Sonny today, I said, y'all got the most content. If I never did a pop-up again, you can go to my YouTube channel and get everything you need. You can sell $1,000 a week with what I have available to you on my YouTube channel. If I never got on this camera again with another product. Did you know that? But you got to use it and you got to follow up. Y'all can go to my YouTube channel. Go ahead, like it, follow. I'm going to add some more content there. But whether you selling skincare, mother, daughter, glamour, whatever, I'm going to put the last party on there too that we just did. You can use that, but you got to follow up. Because you can have 20 people watching. And then what we do, well, I didn't hear from her. She didn't say nothing. She ain't the CEO. You're the CEO. It's your business. She not trying to be a sales director. She not trying to finish her star. Why she got to look for you, right? Why she got to look for you? So what you want to do, let me say this before I share these questions with you and close out. What you have to do is you have to set up the follow-up. Sometimes, well, I've been looking for, well, we already know you got to follow up with people because they're busy. You got to do it more than we already know 5 times, right? We already know 80% of sales are made on the 5th contact. So just get over yourself, accept it, and get the first one started. Okay, but the other thing is you got to set up the follow-up. And that sounds something like just, Tracy, I'm so excited. I want to share with you this fabulous 7-minute video that's going to introduce you to Mary Kay Skincare. And it's only 7 minutes. And girl, I know you're so busy, but what I'm going to invite you to do is watch this video. Then as soon as you watch it, I need you to go ahead and text me to let me know that you watched it so I can get your feedback. And when you do, Tracy, I'm going to let you pick any lip gloss that we have just to thank you for your time. Oh, okay, great. Now, Tracy, I'm gonna send you this link. How soon do you think you'll be able to watch that? Sometime this afternoon or later tonight? What did I just do there? Correct what? Booking approach. I'm not just gonna send it in, wait for Tracy. I'm scheduling an appointment loosely. I know you're busy. I've overcome all her objections. I told her what's in it for her. Y'all heard this training last week, right? What's in it for her? I gave her clear direction on what to do and why to do it. And then now I have an idea if she gonna do it right now or she gonna do it later tonight. So I know before I go to bed, if I haven't heard from Tracy tomorrow, she getting a what? Follow up. Hey girl, I know you're real busy. I don't, maybe you got a chance to watch the video and I didn't get your text, but tell me, I can't wait to hear what you thought of the video. Oh, girl, I forgot, the kids, people got stories. It's okay. Oh, no problem. Remember, it's always no problem. Tell me, when will you get about 7 minutes to do that today? No problem. Oh, I'll be able to do it on my lunch. Perfect. I'll look for your text this afternoon. Y'all see, I'm not her boss. I'm not being pushy, but I am being professional. You gonna do what you say you're gonna do? I'm gonna do what I'm saying to do, which is bless you with a lip gloss when you do it. Let's go over these questions and we'll close out. Thank you all for hanging in here with me. I appreciate you so much. And remember, I'm gonna give you this packet. How to follow up like a CEO. After she listens, we used to do a hotline, but let's just say come on a guest event. I'll change that wording. Come on a guest event at a pop-up shop, whatever it be. You're going to follow up with what impressed you the most about what you heard. What impressed you the most about what you heard? What impressed you the most about what you saw? What impressed you the most about the event? You change those words to make them sound like you. It does not say, did you like it? Did you like it? That's not a CEO. That's not a power move. What'd you think? That's not on here either. What'd you think is not follow up. Mandy, what impressed you the most about the pop up party that we just had? Okay, so you're going to make it personal to her. So, Mandy, I want to ask you, is there anything you learned about Mary Kay that you didn't know before? That sounds conversational. If I just said, she told me what impressed. Okay, great. What did you learn about Mary Kay that you didn't know before? Okay, that we were had faith first. Great. What is the one thing that surprised you? Okay, great. That's interrogation. These questions must feel like a conversation. And then you're going to make sure some of these you may not get to all of them. Y'all, when we did the event on January 20th, Brenda Armstrong, I called to follow up. I couldn't even pick up my phone. She was like, I want a partner. I got 8 questions. Out. I'm sending you the link. So this is not a prerequisite. These are just something to have a conversation about. You might get through 2 questions. You might need to go through all of them. What's one thing that surprised you? Tell me, if you ever were to do Mary Kay, would you do it big or small? This is just to open up her possibilities. Oh, I don't know. I probably do a small. Why is that? Why is that, Carmisha? Tell me more about that. Oh, well, I got the kids in school. She's going to tell you more about. Yes, totally understand. Many of the women I work with have very full lives, just like you. Totally understand. Remember, it's always good. But what I'm doing is getting her to open up to possibilities. If I don't acknowledge the question with another question, some of these are not going to come off right, and you're not going to create relationship. Y'all know people join because they like you. Y'all know people are moved because of connection. And if you're not moving enough people, I need you to look at your connection. Are you likable? Are you fun? Are you someone that makes people feel good about themselves when they're in your space? That too is a learned skill. Go on YouTube, study it, listen to some podcasts, figure that thing out. Okay, get a life coach. But that's something that's important. The closing question says, it's women. This is you're gonna read it. It doesn't read like this. So hear me. As women, you know, Sheila, we can think of 101 reasons why we shouldn't do something. I know. But I just want to ask you, Sheila, what's the one reason you think you might probably should do this right now? Now, when you read the question, it doesn't read with that emphasis. It doesn't read with Sheila's name. These are all things that create connection. Me pausing, connecting. I'm not trying to pin Sheila up against the wall. I'm not trying to make her feel uncomfortable. It's got to be asked in a way that feels caring, where I'm really interested in who she be and what she needs. Y'all, this is important. So the document I'm going to give you is follow-up questions, and then it's going to give you the care method, most of what I just responded to. And then this document is going to give you some sample objections that we get and responses. You will notice that most of the responses are in the form of questions. I want you to master asking questions. Do it with your children, do it with your grandchildren, do it in your ministry. Just make it a part of your life. Because you make it a part of your regular life, then it becomes easy and natural in Mary Kay. And then this document, because time is almost up, it closes with the GREAT method. Now, this is not my original content, but it's a really good way to know how to close. Because sometimes we got people out there dangling. Well, she said she was kind of interested, but I really don't know where she is. And then this is what y'all say. I don't want to be pushy. 5 to 12 contacts. How long you gonna wait for them? You waiting 5 to 12 years? You better say something. And I'm going to tell you what, you better say something else, somebody else will. You look up and she in Mary Kay. Because guess what? Somebody else was a little more professional and on it than you were. And so you want to make sure that there's a next step, right? There's a next step. I'm in physical therapy for my shoulder. And every time there's a next step. There's exercises that need to be done and another visit. They book you. You understand how this works? If we want to see progress, We're not just out here floating around hoping that magically it's going to come together. She's not going to always call you. She might be very interested. Let me tell y'all something. I was really interested in joining the first night I met Sally. I was really interested in joining the second time I saw her on a Monday night at a new director debut guest event with a national sales director. I was really interested in that night. I wasn't telling her. You see, I wasn't telling her I was interested. I was telling her everything, y'all. I told her this was true story. I told her I had to review my employment contract to make sure there was no conflict with my corporate job. Now, that was kind of true, but it was also like, ooh, I need a little more time, right? But guess what was tight? Her follow-up. Y'all see what I'm going? Her follow-up. And finally, she took me out to lunch and she was like, is there any reason why we couldn't go ahead and get you started? I think you'd be amazing. I would be honored to work with you. Is there any reason why we couldn't go ahead and get you started? There wasn't. There wasn't. I'd ran far and long enough, but that happened in 8 days. Some of y'all on the 8-week program with people. She said back in December she was going to join. It's not $35. She don't believe you for real. You don't believe you for real. And you trying to not be pushy. You definitely don't want to be pushy, but you do want to be professional. You're running a whole company. You're running a business. And you are hand selecting the people you want to work with. And that's what I say. I say, I am building a CEO family. Latasha, I get to hand select the women I want to work with. And I would love to work with you. And I know you have a lot going on in a really full life. But if there's a little moment of time that you can find to partner with me and be one of our incredible brand ambassadors with Mary Kay, I would be honored to be your mentor and coach. I would be honored to have you on my team. Who says no to that? Right? Not I need you to sign up. I don't need you to sign up. I don't get paid when people sign up. Do you? I don't know what career path you looked at. You do not get paid when people sign up. You get paid when people are building and working a successful business. So I'm inviting you to partner with me. And then I would love to work with you so that you could have the business that you desire. And we're going to win together. All right. So thank you all. This went longer than I anticipated, but I'm going to get you this document. We're going to continue to have more fire drills next week on more subjects, but you got to practice to master it. This was all fun and all the good feels from Mandy and Tracy and Carmisha and Benita. This was all good feels unless you do something with it. All right. So thank you all for being here tonight. I love y'all big.
I have something to say.
You have something to say? Okay.
You were amazing. This is the best training we've had in like forever. Like, this is meat and potatoes. You know, the other stuff we just get was potato chips and now laters. Not you. I mean, sometimes that's what we get, right? Like fluff. Girl, we got some chitlins today. Like, we got biscuits and gravy. Okay, not chitlins. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's it.
Oh,
I'm speaking for all y'all, right? Everybody go like this. Point to her. She a bad mama jamma. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Yeah, who is that? Yes.
This is Benita. I am so glad that this was my first meeting back from my journey down educational road. And this was good. It was timely. Got my notes. It's a refresher. So thank you. And it was better than some nasty old chitlins. I tell you that.
I love that. Thank you all for your kind words. Thank you. You know, the best gift is to practice it. Let it be awkward. If you're not used to this, let it be awkward. You're going to become more and more comfortable. What I want more than anything is I want your soul set on fire for success. When you win, this family wins. Remember, you cannot hide a fire. I preached. I was going to say I spoke. I preached a sermon for Nicole Childress's unit yesterday. And maybe I'll give it to y'all next week. But I talked about how fire is used in scripture and how even in scripture, God is referred to as a consuming fire. How scripture uses fire to refine, to sacrifice, to lead, to transform. We have an assignment. And until we get these skills and practice them consistently, then we just playing with this thing. I don't know about you, but I ain't playing no more. I'm here for a breakthrough. All right. So I love y'all big. Let's win big by the 15th. Let's go. Love you. Bye.